Hey guys. Today I'm gonna read more Mastodon posts that people post. This is going to be from the Dragon's Cave server. Let's get this started. The first post is from Haley Mary, and she says, Hey at JJK1999 at Dragon's Cave space and anyone else who may happen to know, is there a desktop add-on for modern that I can download anywhere? Thanks. Yes, in Jake's website you can get the desktop 4.9 add-on, and it will work perfectly with modern DA. I believe it is on the add-ons portion of the website. The next post is from Dane Stange, and he says, Microsoft Sam, because I know you're reading this, your friend Bryce is an absolute savage. Keep doing what you do. Smiley face, well thank you, and yes, I did read it. He is definitely a beast and a savage. He makes stuff like this possible. The next post is from the Byte Vendor, and he says, Audio now has a plays counter. This is still experimental, and the system is very picky about when it will register a play, and when it wouldn't, in order to avoid abuse. It will be refined after we see real usage metrics, but have fun. Thanks for adding the play count feature in the website, I just noticed it today. Thus far, I think this website is really good and will be grateful for sharing audio. I'm glad I came across it, and can't wait to see what comes out of it when it comes to audio being submitted, as I think this will be a great alternative to any audio. I didn't contribute anything to any audio, but I remember listening to audio from that site. The next post is from Ethan Fricka, and he says, well, Yahoo Mail has a new feature, where you can schedule when your messages get delivered. Well, that's good to know. Scheduling emails to be delivered could be good, if you don't want to send a message before you wanted it delivered. The next post is from David Woodbridge, and he says, looking at my iPhone collection, since the iPhone 3GS, I think my nicest feeling iPhone is still the iPhone 4 and 4s. Yeah, I remember the iPhone 3GS. My dad had an old phone like that and I've used it before. My first introduction to the iPhone was the iPhone 4s back in 2012. The only phone in my collection that I found so far was my iPhone 7, but it has been reset so there's nothing on it, unfortunately. The next post is from Kyle Smith, and he says, even with maybe having COVID, I still managed to play drums for over an hour. By the time I was finished I felt and likely looked like I had just came in from a rainstorm. But sweating is good, right? Well, that's pretty impressive, especially after not feeling well. At least it would keep you away from thinking about what's going on. The next post is from Haley Mary, and she says, I just had the strangest thing happen to me with Firefox. Nothing. To be a bit more precise, a totally blank window. Culling it through Task Manager didn't fix it. Culling it manually with Task-L/F/IM didn't fix it. In the end, I had to restart my computer. Fuck everything. Well, that is why I don't use Firefox. I have been using Chrome for my internet browser, and I've been using it for a long time. Everything is synced and I can do everything from my devices, since I have a Google account, and everything seems good there. The next post is from Monty Eisnagel, and he says, I'm trying to remember the exact model of my very first police scanner that I ever owned. I thought I remembered what its model was, but turns out I was remembering the model of the second scanner I ever owned, which was a Radios Jack Pro 2040, a 100-channel unit capable of receiving 800 MHz and 10 meters FM. My very first scanner could not do this, and it was very basic and simple, just 20 channels. I got it in March 1990. I don't know if it was new or not at the time, as it was given to me. It had a very weird connector on the back of it for an outside antenna. Not even sure what kind of connector it was, but it was not PNC or any common connector I was aware of. It was a tabletop scanner, if that helps. Well, I can't really help you on that, because I didn't have that type of scanner. However, I got one back in 2010 and I still have it, but it does a lot more than what your scanner mentioned. It is a Uniden scanner that plugs in, but it also takes batteries. It scans for police, air traffic control, the 2M band FM radio from 88 and 108 MHz, and maybe some railroads too. I can also get NOAA weather radio in that scanner as well. I definitely have a lot of memories of using it, and I still have it to this day. The bands have definitely changed since then, because I also remember picking up those baby monitors and other spy devices, which was very funny back then also. Because then you could almost tell what's going on next door, if they have those devices. I almost never hear those hardly nowadays, unless I am at a place where nobody has any of that. It wasn't all that great. If all you heard was whiny, crying babies, but at least the rest of it was interesting. That's all the post I'll be reading for you today. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more stuff like this.